Hey guys, it's Abe's Mapping, Deep Fakes here. In this video, we will talk about the 10 bestest presidents in my opinion. But don't be sad if your favorite president isn't here because we all have different opinions. So let's begin. 10. John F. Kennedy. Some people think he's in the top 5. But I think that makes him overrated. But I like him because of his achievement of the space race, which is a competition between the US and the USSR to reach the moon, and he helped NASA win. And another achievement is the Cuban Missile Crisis. But let's move on. 9. James Madison. Some people might put him lower, since Britain burned the White House, but he helped rebuild it. Even though the US lost the War of 1812, it helped strengthen the US. He was also the father of Constitution. 8. James Polk. Polk is the most underrated president, but I still think he's a great president. I think that because he gained the US access to the Pacific Ocean by the Oregon Treaty and the Mexican-American War. He also gained the US two valuable states. Those states are, of course, California and Texas, which are the two most populated states. 7. Dwight Eisenhower. I like him because he strengthened the US's national defense against the user. He also ended the Korean War. Another thing he did is limiting civil rights movements. He also balanced the budget of taxes, and he maintained a great economy. Finally, his greatest achievement: interstate highway systems. This improves transportation in the US. 6. Ronald Reagan. I know, 2 years ago I used to rank him very high on my lists, and even some people think he's horrible. But I like him because he became friends with the USSR, which improved relations. This also led it up to the end of the Cold War and the collapse of the user. Reagan also saved the life of another US president, and that president is Jimmy Carter, his competitor in 1980. This shows that Reagan supports people, even if they were your enemy. 5. Theodore Roosevelt. He finished the Panama Canal, which is the canal that separated the Americas. This makes the US easily access through that canal, because Panama was a puppet of the US. Another achievement is the Square Deal. This was a deal about fair treatment to all. He also ended the Russo-Japanese War. 4. Franklin Roosevelt. I like him because of World War II. He helped Britain and USSR defeat Germany, especially the Battle of Bulge. What I like about the Battle of Bulge is he prevented Germany from doing what they did to make France surrender. Unfortunately, he died before the Allies won, but the US got rich because of that war. 3. Thomas Jefferson. I like him because he doubled the size of the US by purchasing Louisiana from France. He also wrote the Declaration of Independence, which is the letter that made the US become independent from Great Britain. 2. George Washington. George Washington was the guy who found our country through the Revolutionary War. He was also a very clever man. I say this because he attacked Great Britain on Christmas night, so Great Britain wouldn't be ready to fight. He also determined the rules of presidencies. But I still think there's one president that was better than any other president. 1. Abraham Lincoln. Most of us would agree that he's the best president, and here's why. Lincoln ended slavery, which meant people had fair treatment. He helped the Union end the Civil War against the Southern Confederacy trying to leave the Union, but unfortunately, he was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Southerner who supported slavery. But that was my 10 favorite presidents list. Do you agree with me? But thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome content like this. Goodbye.